Today I'm at the Annenberg Museum here in Century City. They're doing a really cool exhibition right now. They have paired with Photoville, which is normally held in Manhattan, and it has been for the past 7 years. This year's the first year they're doing it here in LA. My first time going. I'm very excited. A friend of mine told me that they're letting people check out Leicas for a couple hours, so if I can get my hands on a Leica Monochrom, I may pass out. So let's go in, let's see what we see, and yeah, check it out. So I checked out the Leica Monochrom. I have it for 90 minutes. I'm going to do this photo walk that they're offering through Leica and see what it is all about. I'm very excited. I'm going to play around with this thing for a little bit. I have to shoot it completely manual, how instructed. That shouldn't be a problem considering I shoot film. So very excited. Let's see what kind of images I get with this. And I even convinced my sister to check one out. And she doesn't shoot at all. So hopefully today I can get her into photography and we can finally go out and shoot together sometime. Alright, stay tuned for these pictures. So that was my time at Photoville. I have to say that I had more fun than I originally thought I was gonna have, which is crazy because I had already been told that Photoville was crazy and that I was gonna love it. But I loved it even more than I had already been prepared to enjoy it. It was so good that I'm having a hard time deciding if I had more fun shooting the Leica Monochrome camera more than actually checking out all of the exhibits on display. Not even gonna do it to myself. I'm just gonna call it a tie. So at Photoville, Leica was there and they had a number of their cameras available for rental. I already knew I was gonna go with the Leica Monochrome camera because I predominantly shoot in black and white anyways. Originally, I was thinking of shooting a 50mm lens with the camera. Either the 50mm Summulix, or I was gonna try the 50mm Apple, or the 50mm Summulix. But once I got up to speak to one of the representatives, they didn't have any more 50mm lenses available. So instead, I ended up checking out the 35mm Summulix, and I was not disappointed. Like, any lens I would have got would have been fine because it was still going to be a Leica lens. Let's be honest. Shooting the Leica Monochrome was a lot like shooting a film camera because you have to shoot it manually, and that made me feel kind of at home with the system right away because I shoot manually anyway. Finding my focus using the monochrome did take me some time. It took me longer to take my photos and set things up as I was trying to find focus and make sure that I wasn't missing it. So with that in mind, I didn't always get the shots I was going after because I was a little bit preoccupied with making sure I had my focus. When I shot the portraits, it took me a bit longer because I wanted to make sure I had pinpoint focus on the eyes, and those things are to be expected, honestly. That didn't take away from my experience shooting this camera. I still had a great time. I was also still very happy with the results that I got from having shot this camera. Some of my favorite photo exhibits from Photoville were the This Is Los Angeles exhibit by Esteban Oriol, the 1992 to 2017 East Side Stories by Joseph Rodriguez was fire, Clubhouse Turn by Michelle Aslin, The Newest Americans by Sam Cohen and Michael Estrin, and Undocumented by John Moore, just to name a few. By far when I left, the exhibit that had the biggest influence on me was Contact High. You'll notice how I had a lot of footage from the Contact High exhibit. It's because I spent a lot of time in there, honestly. There were so many images, there were so many stories behind these contact sheets. It was a lot. Walking through this exhibit, I recognized almost everybody up on those walls and on display, and it was dope because a lot of the contact sheets were from iconic photo shoots, magazine covers, or magazine spreads. So it was cool to kind of see the thought process of the photographer and of the artist's photograph. You would see what photos were circled, which photos were X'd out, and you see the possibilities of what could have been as well. And you have a better understanding of how we got the final image. The best part, in my opinion, of this exhibit is that there is a documentary that plays throughout the exhibit in the middle of kind of like the building. So you can go in, you can sit down, and there's two big screens that play this documentary. And in the documentary, photographers speak about these famous and iconic photo shoots they had with these legendary artists, and even sometimes the artist talks about how the concept came to be for some of their more iconic photos. So just getting the thought process behind it, like I said, it's just, it was amazing. You know, it was amazing storytelling, and I think that's what made me like this exhibit the most of all of them. It was cool to see some of the photographers still shoot film to this day. Some of them even talked about preferring it. That may be the biggest thing I'm taking away from this exhibit, is that these iconic photos, these photos that have such a feel behind them that I know, even though I wasn't trying to memorize them, left such an imprint on me because they feel like memories. And you have the contact sheets that tell the story. And that just motivated me more to continue to shoot film, because that was one of the things I said I loved about shooting film, is how that when I shot it, it felt like I was creating a memory, and it felt more valuable to me than when I shoot digital. If you've gone to Photoville in the past, please let me know how you liked it. If you want to go to Photoville, please go to their website and check out when their next exhibit will be showing, either in New York or out in LA again, and I highly recommend it. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a like. It really helps me out a lot. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, as I'll have a video ready for you guys next week. And as always, peace.